We thought we'd use this period for any questions you might have about the announcements. We'll have Jim Bowie, who's our Vice President of Marketing, I didn't introduce earlier, come up on stage, Rob as well, and just fire away and we'll see if we can't get the answers for you. Anybody? Yes, Genevieve.
So, Rob, you just said this is all to grow the organization to what you want it to be. What is that? How many? What's your expectations?
That's a great question. To me, the sky's the limit. I don't think we should limit it by setting a number. Obviously, there are anywhere from 6 to 10 million motorcyclists out in the world or out in the U.S. And we only represent a fraction of those as part of our AMA membership, but we represent all motorcyclists because when we go to the halls of Congress, you can't just say I'm only representing 300,000 of them. I'm representing motorcyclists. So it's very important, I think, that we're able to say that we represent millions of motorcyclists, and in fact, we really do. So again, I wouldn't limit it, but our hope is that we will grow substantially over the next couple of years.
Okay, the question was when will it be effective and
where is the infrastructure to do that?
where's the infrastructure? Good, and we may get Jim to help us with this one too. Go ahead, Rob, if you want.
It's effective in 5 minutes. And as far as the infrastructure, in fact, I will defer that to Jim and I'll let him explain. He knows all the technical details.
Thank you, and thanks for the question. The infrastructure really involves having a website that has a registration process and the back-end computer systems to turn this on. And it took months for us to prepare that. And it has been tested and is ready to go. As Rob said, at 9 o'clock this morning, they're flicking the switch. These new member benefit categories will be up and available, and you can go online, sign up for automatic renewal, and start your free roadside assistance today.
John?
Who is the roadside assistance provider?
Who is the roadside assistance provider?
It's Nation Safe Drivers, which is the largest in the motorcycle space, in the power sport space. Yes, I'm sorry, Rob. It's the same vendor that we've had with our previous roadside product called Moto Plus.
Do you want to expand a bit on what we're talking about? We thought it might be helpful just to give you a little background on what other organizations do with this type of benefit and how we've been able to provide it at the regular membership price in addition to including auto renew. Do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, we were able to renegotiate our contract with our roadside assistance vendor based on a couple of very significant factors. The first being the size of the organization as it is today. And in December, we did a member survey where we found that every single member of the AMA owns at least 4 vehicles. We combine that with the fact of their responsibility. The loss ratios, to use the correct term, were significantly lower than any other population and allowed us to renegotiate this contract. And by comparison, AAA charges $115 to $140 for roadside assistance that covers motorcycles and RVs, and they have a limit on the tow, so most people still end up paying an additional fee. This is a significant program that we couldn't have done without our vendor and the power of our membership.
Jim, you mentioned the limit. So with this new program, there's no surcharge. If, like with AAA, if you get a certain number of tows per year, you get surcharged, I think. Does this program have a similar deal?
Yes, again, I can't speak directly to every AAA benefit, but I know if you are towed more than 4 miles with AAA, there is an additional charge. Our tow distance is 35 miles before there's any additional charge. The average tow of an AMA member has been 9 miles, so we're well within that. And you are allowed up to 5 occurrences per year per person.
Without additional surcharge?
Correct, without additional surcharges. All of the very specific details of this are in the media kit that Pete's going to hand out this morning. Tom.
I just wanted to say, as a board member of the Motorcycle Hall of Fame
and thank you. Obviously, the board felt very strongly about the need to create these endowments, and it's a huge commitment and one that's well-timed and also very appropriate. Yes, sir.
Are these endowments that members can then, add to? I mean, that donations can be made to, grow the
Yes,
endowment?
the question is, can members add to the endowments? And absolutely. The idea is essentially that these significant sums for each endowment, $1 million, are seed money, if you will, and that those funds will then grow first through investments and second then through additional contributions that come from members. So you'll see in the press kit, and of course for members as well, there'll be information as to how they can make a contribution to one or more of the endowments.
Any thoughts on how to get dealers more involved in the AMA?
Thoughts? The question is, any thoughts about how to get dealers more involved with the AMA?
I think that's a great question, and I guess one thing I would say to you is that it shouldn't be lost on you that I'm not standing here at this podium with a mission accomplished banner behind me. We have a lot of work to do, and we're exploring a variety of options to continue to grow our membership. Just by introducing this doesn't mean we're done, and we're exploring many things aimed at trying to find ways to engage dealers to help us with the AMA, and also for us to help dealers as well.
Yes, in the back.
Regarding the benefits that come with the renewal program, are these extended also to life members? What happens to those guys?
The question then is, how do these benefits apply to life members?
Again, a good question, and I would respond the same way I did about to the previous question. That it frustrates me that once you become a life member, we no longer provide certain benefits to you. This roadside assistance program can be purchased by life members for $35, which is considerably cheaper than the previous product that we offered. My hope is that we will continue to find ways to fund the programs, particularly the magazine. Our life members don't currently get, get the magazine, and that's a more complicated issue, I think, than people realize, because it's one of those things where you've got to be able to pay, for many years. So you have to have the money in escrow, and that infrastructure wasn't created before. So we have to find ways to create that so that it sets us up well into the future. But let me just say about our life members is that our life members are really the core of our organization, the people who have committed either financially with the $750 payment or for being a member for 25 years. Jim Williams, our board member, just told me he just hit 25 years. Jim, thanks for that. But we are very focused on trying to find more and better benefits for all categories of membership, and certainly life members are included in that as well.
Other questions? Okay, well, and again, remember, if you do have additional questions afterward, come on up to the podium and we'll try to get those handled for you. What I'd like to do now, we've got a few minutes, I want to preview what's in the media kit. We'll have one for everybody here, and we'll begin to distribute those.